थांश्च बहून् वधिष्यन्ति तवाहितः निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरं नु किम् हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्माद् उत्थिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ तथो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि एषा ते विहिता साङ्ख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिरेकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा ह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम् यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवद्यन्थवपश्रितः वेदवादरथ पार्थ नान्याद् अस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपरा जन्मकर्मफलप्रदां क्रियाविशेषबहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्यप्रसक्तानां तया परतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते त्रैगुण्यविषया वेदा निस्त्रैगुण्यो भवार्जुन निर्द्वन्द्वो नित्यसत्त्वस्थो निर्योगक्षेम आत्मवान् यावान् अर्थ उदपाने सर्वथा सम्प्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूर्मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि योगस्थ कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः बुद्धियुक्तो जहातीह उभे सुकृतदुष्कृते तस्माद्योगाय युज्यस्व योग कर्मसु कौशलम् कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम् यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिस्तदा योगम् अवाप्स्यसि अर्जुन उवाच स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधिः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम् श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञास्तदोच्यते दुःखेष्वनुद्विग्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते यः सर्वत्रानभिष्णेहस्तत्तत्प्राप्य शुभाशुभम् नाभिनन्दति नाद्वेष्टि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता यदा संहरते छायं कूर्मोऽङ्गानीव सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते यततो ह्यपि कौन्तेय पुरुषस्य विपश्चितः इन्द्रियाणि प्रमाथीनि हरन्ति प्रशदं मनः तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत मत्परः वशे हि यस्येन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः सङ्गस्तेषूपजायते सङ्गात् सञ्जायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति रागद्वेषविमुक्तैस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मवशेर्विधेयात्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिरस्योपजायते प्रसन्नचेतसो ह्याशु बुद्धिः पर्यवतिष्ठते नास्ति बुद्धिरयुक्तस्य न चायुक्तस्य भावना न चाभावा यथा शान्तिर् अशान्तस्य कुतः सुखम् इन्द्रियाणां हि चरतां यन्मनोनुविधीयते तदस्य हरति प्रज्ञां वायुर्नावामिवाम्भसि तस्माद्यस्य महाबाहो निगृहीतानि सर्वशः इन्द्रियाणीन्द्रियार्थेभ्यस्तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः आपूर्यमानम् अचलप्रतिष्ठम् समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी विहाय कामान्यः सर्वान् पुमांश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिम् अधिगच्छति एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनं प्राप्यपि विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्याम् अन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति
Okay.
Prabhuji, I want to do the ending too. I'm looking for that. Yeah, I just got it.
Okay.
Om Tatsariti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Vidiyodhyaya.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. And instead of, I know some people in the beginning you say Sri Paramatmane Namaha, right? So probably you are seeing the verses on some other website. So instead of Sri Paramatmane Namaha, you could say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha.
Okay.
Those websites,
Actually,
they're following Ashtanga Yoga or Jnana Yoga or, different processes, but not Bhakti Yoga.
before starting the chanting, Prabhuji.
Yeah, before chanting the shlokas.
I did not start with anything. I directly started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I heard last time somebody said Om Paramatmane Namaha, maybe Madhuri or somebody. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I started that.
Om Paramatmane Namaha. So, were you looking at book or on website?
I heard it from YouTube, so yeah, I started like that. But yeah, Om Shri Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I'll start like that from next time.
Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Okay. How are you, Madhuri?
Good, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
You got
I thought of coming personally today, but somehow, yeah, I could not.
Yeah. Try to come in person as much as possible.
Yeah, I wanted to attend Harati after that as well today, but yeah, it was. I could not execute my plan.
Yeah, no problem. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
So
I need to, yeah, Prabhuji, you mentioned last time that you'll send Ramayana chanting.
oh, didn't I send in the group?
No.
Okay. Huh? Okay. I'll send it.
Yeah.
I think I sent it in the other Bottle Bhagavad Gita group. Are you also there in the? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I sent it in a different group. I'll send it here also. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so Madhuri, you just joined now. So we have Ashok and Aparna in person. Aparna came back after long vacation. Okay. So where were we in the last class? 2.9. We finished 2.9, right? 2.9. Yeah.
Sorry, Prabhuji, you mentioned something just now.
He mentioned that we have in person, we have Ashok and Aparna.
Oh, okay.
Aparna came back after long vacation of 2 months.
Oh, nice.
We're going to ask all the questions to her.
Yeah. I have something planned in August, Prabhuji. This might be, a longer vacation for me as well. Like, I might stay in India for 3 or 4 months, maybe. Hoping to. Microsoft allows to work from India as well. So,
oh,
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I would like to stay for some time.
Okay.
And, yeah, maybe find out more about ISKCON and their farming and other stuff. And maybe whenever I get time, I'll try to explore that more. Yeah. Or generally the ISKCON group over there, community over there.
Yeah. So temple is in Abbots, and then this group is in Gachibowli.
Oh, Gachibowli is very near to us. Oh, nice.
Near to you? Okay.
Yeah, not too far. We stay. My parents and my uncles and everybody stay in Lingampalli.
Okay.
Not very far. 20 minutes from.
Okay. Yeah. You can go.
Or district, all that place. Where most of IT stay is there, right? Gachibowli and nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go around that time, I'll connect with that particular Prabhuji, so you can join that group there.
You said Gachibowli has that temple or farm?
Gachibowli, the home program happens. The classes happen at somebody's home.
Okay.
Gachibowli. The farm is, I think, somewhere in that area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
Okay.
Not exactly in Gachibowli, but somewhere nearby.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
There is a newer temple in Attapur also, Mataji, if it's nearer to your location.
Oh, yeah. Attapur.
Attapur.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that completely built, Rahul, or still under construction?
It's completely built, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So last week we stopped at 2.9, right? Yeah. So 2.9, Sanjaya starts speaking. So after Arjuna goes through the mental paralysis, and then he finds that there's no way out for him. So in chapter 1, he spoke a lot. Chapter 1 is full of Arjuna. It's dedicated to Arjuna, except 1 or 2 shlokas where Dhritarashtra and Sanjaya spoke. Otherwise, chapter 1 is completely dedicated to Arjuna. He's the only speaker. So after speaking so much, trying to escape and trying to get out of his situation, he failed, and then he figured out that there is no way out for him. And then he surrendered to Krishna. Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Oh Krishna, I'm a soul surrendered to you. Please instruct me what is best for me to do. Whether to fight or not fight. So, and then there is a transformation or the transition in the scene. Sanjaya starts speaking. So there is a role change here. Sanjaya starts speaking these 2 verses, describing what was happening on the battlefield. So he says that after Arjuna spoke, like after Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, he said, Govinda, I shall not fight. And he fell silent. That we discussed in 2.9. So any points of recollection from 2.9? Eva muktva hrishikesham gudakesha parantapa nayotsya iti govindam uktva tushnim babuvaha. So what did we discuss from this shloka?
We discussed the 2 names, Gudakesha and Parantapa for Arjuna.
Okay, Gudakesha and Parantapa. Yeah.
Krishna is known as Rishikesha.
Yeah.
And we discussed in detail like why Gudakesha and Parantapa, what does it mean?
Yeah.
Those meanings, like Gudakesha is the master of curbing ignorance.
Yeah.
Parantapa is chastiser of enemies.
Yeah.
And even though Krishna is almost the same age as Arjuna, Arjuna was willing to take advice from Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are 4 names used in this shloka. 2 names for Arjuna, 2 names for Krishna. Gudakesha and Parantapa for Arjuna, and Hrishikesha and Govinda for Krishna. The significance of the name Gudakesha for Arjuna is Gudaka means sleep. Isha means controller. Gudakesha means one who has controlled sleep, or one who has conquered sleep. So we're all trying to conquer sleep, but I don't know how many of us will succeed. Yeah. So Arjuna was able to conquer sleep. And here in this particular context, the sleep also indicates ignorance. We discussed last week, right? In the night, in order to fall asleep, you need mode of ignorance. You need mode of goodness to create anything. You need mode of passion to maintain anything. Sorry, you need mode of passion to create anything, and mode of goodness to maintain anything, and mode of ignorance to destroy or to fall asleep.
Maybe also to forget about.
To forget about?
Yeah, mode of ignorance, to forget about something, maybe.
Forget about something. Yeah, to forget about Krishna. Forget about Krishna. That's the predominant mode we have. Throughout the day, these 3 modes keep fluctuating, and they try to dominate one over the other. Maybe most of the time, mode of ignorance is dominating. Yeah, so we want to forget Krishna. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, actually. Mode of ignorance, it helps forget things. And whenever we want to do anything not related to Krishna, whenever we want to indulge in any sinful activities, we need mode of ignorance. And Krishna gives that forgetfulness. Krishna gives that forgetfulness so that we can indulge in sinful activities. If we remember Krishna, then we cannot indulge in sinful activities. So Krishna gives that forgetfulness. In other words, Krishna makes that mode of ignorance predominant during that period, so you can indulge in sinful activities. Whether a criminal committing abominable activity, or a robber trying to steal something, or somebody is trying to lie about something, anything, any activity that is sinful, which is against Shastric injunctions. If somebody is trying to perform that activity, Krishna gives forgetfulness of him. That means Krishna puts that person in the mode of ignorance so that he can perform that action. Yeah.
Guruji,
Yeah.
That is also, what you said, true, but I think forgetfulness something like helps heal, like it happened in the past as well. Maybe
Yeah.
like, for example, knowingly, consciously or unconsciously, we might have hurt someone, or like we don't know all these mature stuff before, like when we are children. So we might have hurt someone with words, or like when we are, there might be so many things that we have done. So forgetfulness, I think, helps us heal those stuff and not keep remembering and regretting them, like all throughout our life, and suffering from maybe as well, right?
Yeah, that's also correct. So forgetfulness also helps us forget any suffering from incidents from this life, or forgetfulness of our past life entirely. Because if we remember our past life in this life, then it will lead to havoc. It will lead to havoc. So person X from one home will go to a different home, and person Y from different home will come to the other home. So it will lead to havoc. So, yeah, so forgetfulness also helps us forget past life, or any suffering from millions of lifetimes in the past. We might have gone through millions of lifetimes in the past. So forgetfulness also helps us forget any pain from the suffering from past lives. So, Swarit, yeah, you raised your hand, right? You had a question?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Like Prabhuji, you said that in order to destroy something, we are in mode of ignorance, right?
Yeah.
So does Krishna also changes the modes, or all his activities are in mode of goodness? Even if he's destroying something, is he still also in mode of goodness, or is he also changing his mode?
No, Krishna is beyond these three modes.
Okay.
Krishna is beyond these modes.
Okay.
So there are three modes, and
Okay.
beyond the three modes is Vishuddha Sattva, mode of pure goodness.
Okay. So that's where the Krishna is.
Yeah, Krishna belongs to mode of pure goodness. And even the spirit souls, originally in the spiritual world, everyone is in the mode of
Pure good.
Sattva, pure goodness.
Okay. And then in that case, what about other demigods? For example, like Shiva, he's known as the destroyer. So when he's doing the destroying part, is he also in? I'm sorry.
He's in the mode of ignorance.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah. So if you consider this Trinity, right? The three personalities in the Trinity, the Trimurti,
Correct.
Brahma,
Correct.
Vishnu, Maheshwara.
Yeah.
Brahma is in the mode of passion. You need mode of passion to create things.
Correct.
Vishnu is in the mode of goodness to maintain.
Right.
Vishnu is the maintainer.
Correct.
Vishnu creates the entire universe and maintains.
Right.
And Lord Shiva, in the mode of ignorance, he is the destroyer.
In order to destroy.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Trinity is in these three modes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Understood. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So even if we look at our daily life, right? As soon as we wake up in the morning, we are in the mode of goodness, especially during the Brahma Muhurta time. 3 hours before sunrise, we are in the mode of goodness.
Yeah.
And then as the day starts, the mode of passion kicks in, which is needed also. The mode of passion is needed to create things. In order for us to work, whether it is household work or office work, whatever it is, we need that mode of passion. So the mode of passion dominates during the day, and then as we approach evening or night, the mode of ignorance dominates.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
ये बेटा क्या है ये?
Hare Krishna, how are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Good to
Hare
see.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Okay.
Hindi wali.
So what are we discussing? Yeah. To that line.
Modes of
Point. What was that?
modes of or like passion or
Sleep.
oh,
Correct.
want before
Sleep. Yeah. Sleep. So sleep indicates ignorance, mode of ignorance. So by calling Arjuna as Gudakesha here, Sanjaya is indicating that he's not only the controller of the sleep, but also the controller of ignorance. So by taking shelter of Krishna, by accepting Krishna as his spiritual master, because in the previous verse, Arjuna said, Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam. Oh Krishna, I am a soul surrendered. Please instruct me what is best for me. So by surrendering to Krishna and by becoming ready to accept or receive the knowledge from Krishna, he's going to dispel his ignorance. Arjuna is going to dispel his ignorance. So that's the meaning of Gudakesha here. Controller of ignorance. And Parantapa means chastiser of enemies. Chastiser of enemies. So even though Arjuna has decided not to fight here, he's still called as chastiser of enemies by Sanjaya. Because
he's fighting an internal war with his own ideology and his own senses and feelings.
Yeah, he's fighting an internal war, and he's fighting the enemies within, the enemy of lamentation.
Correct.
He's fighting the enemy of lamentation within by becoming ready to receive knowledge from Krishna. So that is Parantapa.
To add to this, Prabhuji, Arjuna was, before this verse, Arjuna was identifying himself with his material body.
Yeah.
And he was thinking that killing his kinsmen will kill them forever, sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so he's fighting his inner battle of killing the compassion he has to his family.
Okay.
Yeah, this was discussed last class.
Yeah. Okay. What else did we discuss?
We also discussed about Big Bang. What is a need for a creator?
Yeah.
How everything is exactly how it needs to be for life to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Also, I have a note. You mentioned that Krishna is the director and actor of his play.
Krishna is the director and actor in his own play. So he writes the script for himself, and whenever his role comes, whenever it is time for his role to act in the drama, then the Yogamaya potency. Yogamaya is Krishna's internal potency, which facilitates Krishna to act in these leelas. Because Krishna has to forget the fact that he is God and then be fully involved in the drama. Otherwise, he cannot act. If he remembers that he is God, he cannot play with his Gopa friends. So he has to forget the fact that he is God, and Yogamaya potency helps facilitate these pastimes. So he writes his own script, and whenever other characters are playing in the drama, then Krishna remembers that he is God, and when he is playing, then he forgets the fact that he is God. Yeah. Yeah, Madhuri, you had a question?
Yes, Prabhuji. So, we discussed about a point that even Krishna doesn't know why he was made the supreme God.
Yeah.
So, I mean, was that selected based on certain criteria that he qualified for, or like, I mean, he just got lucky? Or, I mean, I mean, the reason why I ask is that, I mean, my like spiritual brain, I'm trying to knows that he definitely is like has all the qualities for supreme to be supreme God.
Yeah.
But my logical brain keeps questioning it, like why was he stupid? Maybe that's why I was to do all these simple activities. But yeah, definitely know about that.
Yeah, why not Madhuri was chosen as God?
It's in chaos. The whole world will be in chaos. But yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no. Even I had the same question, and interestingly, it's logged. Ashok, can you open the notes? And interestingly, there's no information in Vedas.
I think Brahma and Shiva also have the same question, right, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Swarit, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, long time.
Yes, my father was not well for a while.
Okay.
So I had to like serve him, you know.
Yeah.
So then my sister was visiting me.
Okay.
And my nephew, he will not allow me to do anything after.
Okay.
Especially on Sunday, every time there is a Sunday, he wants to go to a park.
Yeah.
So it took me a while.
Okay.
Only because of this, I had to buy this.
Oh, okay.
So I can listen to lectures
For
and
the-
when everybody's sleeping.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, come have a seat.
I have some gift from Vrindavan.
Oh, nice.
My sister got it.
Okay.
So these are not offered, so you can offer them.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, coconut. Is not in person.
This is a personal gift, Prabhu. Please accept.
Oh, what is this?
Gopi Chandan Tilak.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
I almost missed them. Yeah. I mean, I missed them. Yeah.
But
I should
offer,
have.
Not offered.
Okay. Yeah.
I specifically asked my mother not to send offer.
Yeah.
So I can.
So you have online people, you have 1.5 hours if you want to drive and come here. Kirtan is there. Yeah.
I can come to temple after this class.
After this class, you can come temple. Yes.
We can bring them.
And Aparna also brought nice kheer.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Doing the online thing, but I don't think it works for me.
Yeah, no, in person is best. I'll show you some pictures from our Bothal class in the morning. I don't know if I touch this, then the whole thing will be disturbed. I'll show you later. There are about 30-35 people. We all sit together and discuss. And the best part is after the class, we all sit in a huge rectangle and eat lunch.
Super.
Yeah, there are 15, 20 different varieties. Sunday morning, 11 to 1.
I'll go down.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's definitely
What time morning?
11 to 1, Sunday 11 to 1.
Are they at the same place?
Yeah, one place.
Like, no, same place.
yes, Prabhuji.
Same chapter?
No, they are introduction only, beginning.
I can still go.
Madhuri,
Yeah, I will also.
you will come?
Yeah,
Yes, yes, please come.
with food.
Yes, definitely.
I'm kidding, of course. Yeah, I'll attend for Krishna also. Yeah.
Yeah, you can join. It's Bothal only, right? So it's close by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So where did we stop? Did we cover everything from last class?
Why Krishna is God?
Yeah, good. Yeah. So, as Madhuri asked, even I had the same question, and we discussed this topic in the last class, right? So, interestingly, there is no information in Vedas how Krishna became Krishna or how God became God. There is no information in Vedas. Krishna is eternal. We are eternal. There's no beginning. There's no end. Nobody created them. We all existed. We all coexisted eternally. Coexisted means Krishna and us. We all coexisted eternally. We're always there. But how come Krishna got that supreme position and not us? So there's no information given in the Vedas. And last week, Rahul, I said, maybe even Krishna does not know, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
I take that back. Because Krishna, he knows past, present, and future. Vedaham samatitani vartamani charjana bhavishyani cha bhutani namtu vedana kaschana. Krishna knows past, present, and future. Hey, Yogit. Hare Krishna, Yogit.
Hare Krishna.
कैसे हो?
कैसे हो?
अच्छे हो? Yeah, we both are wearing same yellow t-shirt, yellow kurta.
Yeah, but
Matching. Rahul is also wearing yellow.
you're wearing yellow.
Huh?
You're wearing yellow.
Same yellow, yes. You know that song? Yogit, you know that song? Yellow, dirty fellow.
Okay, so chanting.
On a buffalo. Yeah. He's a very very active boy. He's always in the temple every day. He tries to sing kirtan, dances. Very active. Okay. Yeah. So Rahul, going back to that one, right? So Krishna knows for sure how it all happened and why he became, how he became supreme or everything. He knows that. We don't know. But even though there is no information in the Vedas, how Krishna became Krishna or why only Krishna got that supreme position, why not Madhuri? So that information will be revealed when Madhuri goes to spiritual world. Yeah. So,
Prabhuji,
yeah,
do we know that we have all the Vedas and Upanishads and everything, whatever was written, do we have all that information with us, or
no,
there might have something missing, or we like
a lot is missing.
Yeah, okay.
I think only 30-40% of the Vedas are available.
Because they were burned.
They were burnt.
But
Yeah.
most of them were burned in Nalanda University.
Nalanda Vidyalaya, yeah, Nalanda University.
I'm sure they repeat.
Yeah. So it
There
was a
was
repository of,
Vedas, but they were made to float in the river.
yeah,
And as and when whichever river bank they settled on, the priests in that city, they started collecting them and jotting down the data.
yeah,
The fire was so huge in Nalanda University that once it was lit, it kept on going for 3 months.
mm,
3 months it kept on burning.
yeah,
So yeah, a lot was lost that day.
yeah. So maybe this information is available in the Vedas that is lost
Yeah.
from Nalanda
Yeah.
University.
You never know. Maybe if the Germans have the old Vedas somehow,
Yeah,
maybe, but they are not ready to release the papers right now.
yeah.
That's a similar thing in Latin America also.
Prabhuji, one quick question. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, one sec. Ashok is saying something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How they built the pyramids and everything,
Mm-hmm.
that was also last year. It was also one on the similar places that they want something like at least we have 30 to 40%. They don't have anything.
Yeah.
Inca is Mexican, almost all the Latin America. Oh, the Latin America.
Mm.
Because I was doing some research and it was found out that there were a lot of similarity in the deities of Incas and Sanatan Dharma.
Mm.
There are also a lot of deities from Sanatan Dharma which are adopted in Japanese culture.
Mm.
I will not be surprised if there are.
Yeah. Yeah, Madhuri, you were saying something?
Yeah, not about this, Prabhuji, just a quick detour. So when is the Harati in the temple, Prabhuji? What time?
Sunday, 7:30.
Oh, 7:30. Okay.
Yeah.
And because I'll be in the class by then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, points that I think Rahul Prabhu was saying last time is, did Krishna come first and then all the other souls or entities come late? I was just thinking of a medical analogy.
Okay.
So when a woman is pregnant with a girl baby,
Yeah.
the baby is born, but all the eggs she'd ever produce in her whole life is also produced with her at the same time when she's in the stomach. So let's say she's, getting older and having children. The children are separate entities, but they're not, like when she's having children, she's not melting away. It's just part of her, but it's different also.
Yeah.
But it's produced at the same time she's conceived. So maybe I'm thinking same thing. Whatever time, even though we're saying he's always there, whatever time I guess he did start, maybe we're all there at the same time too, and not.
Yeah. As I said, we all coexisted eternally.
Yeah.
Not existed. We all coexist eternally. Yeah. We all coexist eternally, but at the same time, spirit souls cannot exist without Krishna. Just like sun rays do not exist without sun, or sun does not exist without sun rays. Okay. So spirit souls do not exist. Even in the spiritual world, they do not exist without Krishna. In the material world, of course, it is because Krishna's creation only. Even in the spiritual world, even though Krishna has not created the spirit souls, but spirit souls cannot exist without Krishna. But how Krishna got that position, that we will know only when we go there. Probably that is the first question we are going to ask when we go to spiritual world.
If we ever go there, I will ask, will you ever retire or no? Do you have a retirement plan?
Can we actually interact with Krishna like that and ask questions?
Yeah.
Like every day?
Yes, you can talk with him, you can play with him. So just like how we are talking, you'll be using Sanskrit language, of course.
Yeah. It will be interesting to know, or maybe there is also an answer that already exists. Is that in the Golok Dham, does Krishna show Aishwarya or no?
In Goloka Vrindavan.
Because in Vrindavan,
so,
here, there was no Aishwarya. That's why Devi Lakshmi was told not to enter.
Yeah.
And that is also a reason why it is said that when the Krishna is dancing with the gopis, every gopi can see the Krishna with herself.
Yeah.
But Krishna is not splitting like one or one, two, three fish. He's just moving it so fast that everybody feels that Krishna is with him.
Yeah.
so as to avoid the Aishwarya, he's not splitting himself. He's still one.
Yeah.
So over there, if it's the same law, that is right.
So Krishna's Aishwaryam in the Golok Vrindavana, it is shown in the paraphernalia. Okay, like all his buildings, or the Golok Vrindavan forest itself. So it is not like the dirt that we see here, right? So it is all precious stones, precious jewels, and for example, the cooking that happens in Golok Vrindavana, it is so opulent that the sweets that are made, they are like there is a beautiful description, like lotus petals, lotus petals. Let me try to recollect that description. Anyway, it's basically, I'm trying to say that it's very opulent. Everything that you see, all the paraphernalia, the things that Krishna eats, or the clothing, the jewelry, or even the palaces that are made up of, everything is very opulent. But Krishna himself is always exhibiting sweetness, madhurya. Krishna is always exhibiting madhurya. He is not exhibiting Aishwaryam there. He's not exhibiting any extraordinary power, all those things. Because the rasa is different in Golok Vrindavana. It is either one of those 5 rasas, right? Madhurya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Dasya.
What is the meaning of Madhuryam, Prabhuji?
Madhurya is sweet. So Madhurya rasa is worshipping Krishna as a husband or lover, like how Gopis and Radharani did.
Okay. Aishwarya is opulence, right? Like
Aishwarya is
luxury. Is that a word in connect to Aishwaryam?
What is that?
Is it luxury in some sense?
Yeah, kind of luxury, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Opulence, luxury, material luxury, you can compare with that. Yeah. So, okay. Okay, in 2.9, what else did we discuss? Yeah, so basically in 2.9, when Sanjaya said that Arjuna said, Govinda, I shall not fight. So we saw another occurrence of this sentence in chapter 1, where Arjuna said, Visrujya Sasaram Chapam Shoka Sambigna Manasaha. So Visrujya Sasaram Chapam Shoka Sambigna Manasaha. Arjuna put his bow Gandiva away and was lamenting. So it's essentially the same thing. When in this verse 2.9, Krishna said, Arjuna said, Govinda, I shall not fight. So Sanjaya is describing Arjuna's situation. Arjuna said, Govinda, I shall not fight. And in chapter 1 also, Arjuna said, Visrujya Sasaram Shapam Shoka Sambigna Manasaha. Sanjaya was only describing in chapter 1 also. So what's the difference between that description and this description in chapter 2? In both places, Sanjaya was describing that I shall not fight. Arjuna was saying, I shall not fight. But what's the difference between that and this one?
I think in chapter 2, he surrendered to Krishna.
Yeah.
In chapter 1, he gave reasons why not to fight. In chapter 2, he said that
yeah.
He acknowledges that he does not know what is right, what he should do.
Yeah.
And he's considered Krishna as Guru and asking guidance from him.
Yeah. Yeah. So in chapter 1 also, he said, I shall not fight, after giving all the excuses. In the end, he said, I shall not fight. So that time Arjuna's situation was he was not ready to be corrected. Whereas here, when he said, Govinda, I shall not fight, he's looking for solution. He's looking for solution, or rather, he's looking for instruction on what is best for him to do, whether to fight or not fight. So you see the transition? In chapter 1, he was firm. Yeah. He decided not to fight. He decided not to fight. Whereas here, he's looking for an instruction in terms of what is best for him to do, whether to fight or not. That means he's ready to be corrected, he's ready to be instructed, he's ready to be advised. So it's a great transformation in Arjuna's situation. Okay, now 2.10. Let's look at 2.10. Okay, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, shloka 10 today. Let me share the screen. Sanjaya uvacha tamuvacha Hrishikeshaha
Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha
Prahasanniva Bharata
Prahasanniva
Bharata
Senayorubayor madhye
Senayorubayor
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
O descendant of Bharata, at that time, Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. Tam, unto him, Uvacha, said, Hrishikesha, the master of the senses, Krishna, Prahasan, smiling, Iva, like that, Bharata, O Dhritarashtra, descendant of Bharata, Senayo, of the armies, Ubayo, of both parties, Madhye, between, Vishidantam, onto the lamenting one, Idam, the following, Vachaha, words. Okay, now let's repeat this shloka, starting with Ashok.
Tamuvacha Rishikesha
Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha
Prahasanniva Bharata
Prahasanniva Bharata Senayorubayor
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Okay, Swarit.
Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha
Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha
Iva Bharataha
Prahasanniva Bharata
Senayorubayor madhye
Senayorubayor madhye
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Okay, Aparna.
Tamuvacha Hrishikesha
Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha
Prahasanniva Bharata
Senayorubayor madhye
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Okay, Richa, you want to recite?
Tamuvacha Hrishikesha
Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha
Prasanniva Bharata
Prahasanniva Bharata
Senayorubhyo madhye
Senayorubayor madhye
Vishidantam midam vachaha.
Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Okay, Madhuri.
तमुवाच हृषीकेशः
तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः
प्रहसन्निव भारत
प्रहसन्निव भारत
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
विषीदन्तमिदं वचः।
विषीदन्तमिदं वचः।
Rahul.
तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः
तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः
प्रहसन्निव भारत
प्रहसन्निव
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः।
विषीदन्तमिदं वचः।
Okay, Swati.
तम् उवाच ऋषिकेश
तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः
प्रहसन् इव भारतः
प्रहसन्निव
प्रहसन्निव
भारत
भारत
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः।
विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः।
Okay, Venugopal.
तमुवाच ऋषिकेश
तमुवाच ऋषिकेशः
प्रहसन्निव भारत
प्रहसन्निव भारत
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः।
विषीदन्तम् इदं वचः।
Okay, Rahul, you recited, right? Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Okay. Okay. So Sanjay is further describing Arjuna's situation. Sorry. So Sanjay is describing that after hearing from Arjuna, Krishna, with a beautiful smile amidst the both armies, he spoke the following words. So even though Krishna has started speaking from 2.2, but there was no instruction. So the actual instruction or actual Bhagavad Gita starts from 2.11 in the next sloka. So let's see what Prabhupada has to write in the purport here. Okay. Madhuri, you want to read the purport?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Tam, unto him, Uvacha said.
Purport.
Oh, only purport. Okay. Yeah. The talk was going on between intimate friends, namely the Rishikesha and Gudakesha. As friends, both of them were on the same level, but one of them voluntarily became a student of the other. Krishna was smiling because a friend has chosen to become a disciple. As Lord of all, he is always in the superior position as the master of everyone. And yet, the Lord agrees to be a friend, a son, or a lover for a devotee who wants him in such a role. But he was accepted as the master. He at once assumed the role and talked with the disciple like the master, with gravity, as it is required. It appears that the talk between the master and the disciple was openly exchanged in the presence of both the armies, so that all were benefited. So the talks of Bhagavad Gita are not for any particular person, society, or community, but they are for all, and the friends or enemies are equally entitled to hear them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you. So here, one thing to discuss about is Krishna is smiling, Arjuna is lamenting, and Krishna is smiling. So when somebody is in grief and they are looking for advice, the other person, if he smiles, then that means he is belittling the sorrow or grief of the other person. it's like indirect way of saying that, okay, so whatever you are crying is useless. And that's what Krishna actually meant. That's what Krishna actually meant. When actually we'll discuss more in the next shloka why Krishna meant this way and why Krishna smiled. And then he started chastising Arjuna. He started chastising Arjuna amidst the both armies. Amidst both armies, and there were demigods watching from up, and maybe other living entities from lower planets. They are also watching. So everybody is watching. It's like a 360-degree amphitheater where Arjuna is in the center of the theater and everybody is watching, and Krishna is chastising Arjuna. So in one sense, it's a difficult situation for Arjuna to be in, being chastised among so many people, while so many people are watching. Arjuna is being chastised. It's a difficult situation for Arjuna. But he accepted that. He accepted to be chastised by Krishna because he wanted to know what is best for him to do. With his own effort, he could not conclude. Then whatever he has to go through, whatever chastisement he has to go through, he's ready, and he's waiting for Krishna to instruct. And there is a line in the shloka, Senayor Ubayor Madhye, which indicates Senayor means armies, Ubayor means both, Madhye means amidst. Amidst the both armies. Amidst the both armies, Krishna smiling, he started speaking the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. Now this line, Senayor Ubayor Madhye, it comes 3 times. 2 times in chapter 1 and 1 time here. The first time this line appeared was when Arjuna said, Arjuna told Krishna to take the chariot in the middle of the both armies. Senayor Ubayor Madhye Radham Stapaya Mechuta. That's what Arjuna said. Krishna is the chariot driver. So Arjuna said, Senayor Ubayor Madhye Radham Stapaya Mechuta. O Achyuta, please take the chariot to in the middle of both armies so that I can see who has come here to fight. So that time Arjuna's mood was, he was in full of action. He wanted to fight. But he wanted to see, he was curious to see who and all came to fight. Then he told Krishna, Senayor Ubayor Madhye Radham Stapaya Mechuta. And then later on, another verse in chapter 1, where this line appears, Senayor Ubayor Madhye, something like that. That shloka is 24. Okay, what does it say? Rakesha Parat Nayotsya iti Govinda. Okay, so Sanjaya says Krishna placed the chariot in the middle of both armies. Yeah. Okay, and then now here, Senayor Ubayor Madhye, indicating Krishna standing in the middle of both armies, is smiling.
Prabhuji, just a thought. Maybe Krishna was smiling because he is finally getting to speak the Gita after a few million years. Like he spoke to Vivaswan before a million years.
No, Krishna's pastimes, they are Nitya Leela. They are happening every day. So right now, Damodara pastime is happening somewhere in some planetary system. Bhagavad Gita is being spoken right now in somewhere in some planetary system to someone. And Krishna is killing Kamsa demon or other demons somewhere in some planetary system. These are all Nitya Leelas.
So it is safe to assume that new planetary systems are forming every minute.
Yeah. Yeah, that is also there.
But is it Earth?
Hmm?
Is it a Earth-like planetary system?
No, these pastimes that are happening, they are in the spiritual world. In the material world, Krishna's pastime happened 5,000 years ago in Dwapara Yuga. So until another Dwapara Yuga comes, then in the material world, no pastimes happen like this.
So in the like millions of universes, is there only our universe? Krishna is coming and doing this pastime. Is that what you're saying?
No. So within Yuga, there are universes. The universe belongs to, or the lifespan of a universe is within the purview of the Yuga. Like Kali Yuga, 432,000, right?
But we're talking about Earth years, right?
Yeah, earthly years.
So no other universe system, because they're saying the Milky Way, there's all these different types of galaxies and planets and universes. But is it that Earth is the only planet where Krishna is appearing? Or is it like every universe has its own Earth where there's a Krishna appearing and doing the lead? That's the question.
So all these universes, they are in material world.
Yes.
Okay, they are in material world. When we say earthly years, it's not referring to this earth. It's referring to it's referring to this planet. Actually, it's referring to this planet, earthly planet. Yeah, earth planet. So within each planet there are
for each universe, we think of our galaxy, our system is one universe.
Yeah.
Then we have a planet Earth, and then this planet Krishna. But there's other parallel
universes. Yeah.
Is there a Earth there or Earth-like planet there with the Krishna coming?
Yes, there are Earth-like planets in other universes, and I don't think Krishna appears in other planets.
So they look like us, I mean, basically, like how Krishna had come in with the two hands, like it's not like a
Now, the living entities in other planets, other universes, they are most likely in different forms.
So
there are 400,000 human species, right? So we discussed that during DYS. There are 400,000 different types of human beings out of 8.4.
I thought it was just from this planet, like different species of.
No, the number of species, 8.4 million species. That is considering life in all planets, all universes.
Okay.
Yeah, all universes.
All universes.
So the life in the human beings in other universes, they could be in different shape. They might have 2 heads or 3 heads or different shapes.
So none of the avatars happen there. So there's not like a 2-headed Krishna somewhere. This is only this, like how we see Krishna 5,000 years ago. That's how he exists in Goloka.
Yeah. So, but these pastimes are happening every day in the spiritual world. In spiritual world also, there are so many planets. Goloka Vrindana is the highest planet in the spiritual world, but there are so many other planets in the spiritual world. And Krishna's pastimes are happening every day, like Nitya Leela, in all the planets.
But Prabhuji, Krishna also chastised Brahma with the Brahma Leela, right?
Yeah.
Showing that there are multiple universes where there are different kinds of Brahmas.
Yeah.
So is it not possible that he's also doing pastimes in those universes? Other than our universe?
Yeah.
If there's like for example, there's Andromeda galaxy.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a Earth-like planet or maybe some other planet which has a humanoid life over there.
Yeah.
So there could be possibility of yugas and their own kind of asurs that Krishna is going there and taking avatars in their own ways.
So in that Brahma Vimohan Leela, Krishna was showing to that Brahma form of our Brahma. He was showing Brahmas from other planets.
Correct.
Brahmas from other planets.
Correct.
So it does not mean Krishna is performing pastime in those planets.
How are they getting liberation?
Huh? How are they getting liberation?
I should not be worried, but I am not worried about those.
No, you should be compassionate about other living souls.
Yeah. I guess we are fortunate that Krishna came to our earth.
Because Krishna appears in different forms in different galaxies
So
at different
the
times.
appearance is there.
Appearance is there, different time, different avatar,
Maybe not
different avatar.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
what
that Krishna avatar that happened in Dwapara Yuga 5,000 years ago, that is only in Earth planet.
Okay. Over there might be a different
Some other
shape and
incarnation.
name and something.
Yeah, some other incarnation and some other pastime.
Like the Varaha or like Matsya avatar, all those avatars.
They also happened in earthly planet. Yeah. So it could be something else there. Yeah. So
But the knowledge of Gita can also be there.
Yeah.
This will not change, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowledge of
Because
Gita.
it is absolute, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So Swati, you had a question?
Prabhuji, you mentioned that that all his pastimes are happening in the spiritual world too.
Yeah.
At all times. But isn't it that in the spiritual world only happy things are happening and we experience only the goodness over there and we don't see demons and all of that over there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. So the pastimes that Krishna performed in Dwapara Yuga 5,000 years ago, like killing demons and all those things, those were for dharma samsthapanardaya sambhavami yuge. Krishna says, right, I appear millennium after millennium to establish religion and to give pleasure to my devotees. So there it was actually to establish religion, to kill the demons and establish religion. But in the spiritual world, when the same pastime happens, there is no religion there. There is no religion, and Krishna is not performing those pastimes to establish religion. It is just a play of those pastimes that are happening. In spiritual world also, there are all kinds of rasas. The 5 primary rasas and 7 secondary rasas. There is anger. Anger is one of the secondary rasas, right? There is anger, bibhatsa, bhayanaka, all those rasas also there in spiritual world. And they facilitate different pastimes.
Not like a reel playing. A reel that is playing.
Yeah, for example, anger. So we may assume that in the spiritual world, there is no chance for anger. But there is anger. There is anger to facilitate different pastimes. For example, Radharani gets angry. Radharani gets angry when other Sakhis, they are trying to serve Krishna and they are trying to dominate over Radharani. So she gets angry. Or when Krishna goes to other gopis and not pay attention to Radharani, she gets angry. So the angry, sulkiness, all those things are there in spiritual world also. These are there to facilitate leelas. Yeah. And fighting with Bhishma Dev, that is also there in the spiritual world. Because Krishna loves that virya rasa, right? The chivalry, exchange of love in chivalry rasa. Krishna loves that. So that is also happening. Yeah.
Shivji and Vishnu Bhagwan also had a fight. I mean, that was I think it's in the same rasa as you're saying, right?
That I don't know. Fight between Vishnu and Shiva?
I remember one war between Shiva and Krishna when Banasur kidnapped the grandson of Krishna. And Banasur was given a boon by Shiva that you'll have 1,000 arms.
Yeah.
And each arm will have a power of 1,000 elephants. But Krishna could not kill Banasur because he already made a promise to Prahlad Maharaj that anyone in your family I will not kill going forward. So Banasur also asked for a boon from Shiva that if ever I'm in trouble, you have to come for my defense. So the Krishna book, it has that chapter in there. Prabhupada has explained it very beautifully. Very intricate and intimate details between the grandson of Krishna and daughter of Manasa is there. So there is one fight which I do and I have read about it. And I think as per one of my friends who's in Vrindavan, he's also a devotee. He has said that there are multiple instances which I'm not aware of, but I'm aware of one.
Yeah.
That one I remember very in very details. I read that part very yesterday.
Yeah, okay. That's between Krishna and Shiva. Yeah.
That almost seemed like a good basis on nice movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let's come back to this 2.10.
So I have one quick question.
Yeah.
Is it good idea to inquire the origin of Krishna?
To inquire what?
The origin of Krishna. Because he's the origin, right? So
to inquire origin of Krishna.
There is a saying, Prabhuji, Nadi Mula and Rishi Mula, you should not go on investigating something like that.
What is that?
Nadi Mula and Rishi Mula. You should not go on finding out where it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a problem.
So what is Nadi Mula and
Rishi
Mula?
I mean, like, you cannot. Yeah. Nadi is like a river.
So sometimes the origin of river. Or the starting point of river.
Right now we do know, but
yeah.
there is a proverb saying that you should not go on.
There are still that because we haven't discovered. There are few more rivers in India itself.
Yeah.
We have not yet known the origin.
I think get that problem.
And what is Rishi Mula?
Rishi.
The saints.
The saints.
Okay. What do they mean when they say Rishi Mula?
Rishi Mula means like he might be born as someone else, some lower caste, but he's a Rishi.
Oh,
something like
the background of the Rishi. Okay, background of, okay. Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah.
I do know I've seen instances where people who wanted to prove things wrong, and they go to Himalayas and they will become like saints and devotees. Completely atheistic people, just to prove everything is false.
Yeah.
The moment they go to Himalayas, their perspective changes and they become a saint.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So Venugopal, yeah. I mean, we cannot find even the great personalities like Brahma, Vishnu, Brahma, Narada, Asita, Devala, all these great personalities, they themselves, they cannot know the origin of Krishna. So what to speak of ordinary living entities like us? But we can only become curious and wonder, how did this all happen in the very first place? Is it like a very unfair situation that only Krishna got the supreme position and not others? If others got the supreme position, then they wouldn't go through the miseries of the life. So yeah, you can become curious, but yeah, obviously you cannot question.
Because he's the origin, right? So any inquiry towards that one is also not useful, right? So that is how I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's the cause of everyone, and he is the one who does not have any cause. Sarva karana karanam, and he does not have any cause. He's the origin of everything, but the curiosity is how did Krishna get that position of becoming cause of all causes?
I never thought about that, but I always thought that did Krishna created all of this whole universe and different galaxies? Was it because he was feeling low?
No, he was not feeling lonely because he created to send the rebellious souls from spiritual world to material world. Yeah, this is like a prison house, right?
Purify them.
Yeah. This is a correction, facility for correction.
So all of us, we existed at the same time.
Yes.
And originated at the same time.
Yeah.
And for XYZ reason, Krishna is the supreme.
Yeah.
Okay. And because we are obviously not the supreme, so we have the potential that we can be fallen.
Yeah.
Like in Christianity they call it, we have a term called fallen angels.
Yeah.
Who have done some or the other kind of a sin, and then they were like outcasted from the heavens.
Yeah.
So they have to pay their dues and then go back.
Yeah. So yeah, in fact, the very point why we were sent from spiritual world to material world is because we had this question, the same exact question that we are discussing now. This is the root problem. Why we fell down from spiritual world to material world. So we are discussing about the same, we are raising the same question in the material world. So it is like, so it is like talking about the disease in the diseased state. Talking about the disease in the diseased state.
Hey, how come you're listen, go back.
But the safe thing is we already fell here. So we already fell. So we can become curious and ask that question.
Because of envy, we fell down.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But I think we are more curious at this, like a paternity test. Like, how do you know you are our father?
Yeah.
And that's what we're asking. How are we sure? How can we be sure that you are the first person, you are the origin?
Yeah.
There's no answer for that because he tells himself that there's
no, that
ending, right?
that we have pramana. That Krishna is the Adi Purusha, that we have pramana. Because a lot of saintly people said, Vasudev said, Krishnastu Swayam Bhagavan. And Krishna himself said, Mattha Parataram Nanyat. There is no one superior than me. There is no truth superior than me. And Brahma himself said, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishna is Parameshvara. He is the supreme God. So all these great personalities, they have given their testimonials. So we have proof that he is the supreme. We have proof that he is the father of everyone. He is the supreme father of everyone. But the curiosity is, how did he even become the supreme father of everyone? Why he is? Yeah. Why not Madhuri? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
Question to ask and go.
We asked that and then we come back again, so we can not maybe ask you.
Now we are in the material world. So after purification, when we go to spiritual world, we will not ask this question again.
Because we already surrendered, we already accepted him as the.
Not only that, we don't want to ask that question because we remember the suffering that we have gone through in the material world.
or we can remember what Prabhu said, that don't find the origin of the river.
Yeah.
It's a proverb in Kannada. It says Nadi Mula and Rishi Mula. It's the same origin of river and background of the sea. Don't go on anything.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. Okay, now.
जी
Yeah.
प्रभु जी, जैसे हम लोग ने बचपन में सीरियल देखा था ओम नमः शिवाय, उसमें लाइट आई और उस लाइट शिव जी की उत्पत्ति हुई। फिर शिव जी खोजने लगे मैं कहाँ से आया हूँ। फिर ब्रह्मा फिर विष्णु आए तो शिव जी ने छोड़ दिया ब्रह्मा जी को कि खोजो और विष्णु जी को भी खोजो कि हम कहाँ से आए हैं। फिर ब्रह्मा जी ऊपर भागते भागते चले गए और विष्णु भी नीचे भागते भागते गए। फिर जब ये लोग फिर ऊपर आए तो एक दूसरे से भिड़े, फिर बोले हमें कोई नहीं मिला। तो means what about your view about this thing? Means in a childhood I saw in Om Namah Shivaya channel about all these incidents. Yes.
Okay, I understood partially. So say that in English.
Means I'm saying if one light came and Shiv ji generated, and he was searching from where I have generated, from where, how I came here. And Shiv ji created Brahma and Vishnu, and Brahma is going up, and Vishnu is going top for searching their parents, their god or anything.
Yeah.
Finally, again Vishnu come in a mid, and Brahma ji come in a mid and downward, and Vishnu come upward. Then they said they didn't find anyone, and this is all the story I saw in a childhood in a Om Namah Shivaya channel.
Yeah, so that serial or that program must be made by a hardcore Shiva devotee who said Shiva is supreme and he created Brahma and Vishnu. So in fact, yeah, so that is wrong, right? Because Shiva comes from Krishna. Brahma and Shiva come from Krishna. In fact, including Vishnu. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, three of them, they come from Krishna.
So is there any story in your mind by that you can say Vishnu created Shiva?
Not Vishnu, Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna created Shiva in any perspective, any story.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, 3rd chapter, talks about different incarnations. Third chapter, Canto 1, 3rd chapter, it talks about various incarnations of Krishna.
1.3 point, because of 3 sections, in 3 chapters, many texts.
Canto 1, chapter 3. Okay, let me tell you the correct shloka also, actually.
There's also one more.
Okay, I will read 3rd chapter of 1st canto.
There's also one more popular opinion that Shiva took birth. Well, not birth. I don't know if that's the right word, but took birth from the middle of the eyebrows of Brahma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Bhagavatam also there is a mention of that, but that is not Sadashiva.
Okay, that's Rudra.
Yeah,
right?
Rudra.
Yeah. Because that was born out of like anger from Brahma. When Brahma ji was angry,
Yeah.
that is how that was.
Yeah.
And Brahma ji named him Rudra because the crying was too loud.
So Prabhuji, we can't say all three are same, because in some serial I also saw the things. Sometimes Vishnu in Tulsi, when Vishnu is going to kill the Tulsi's husband, then Vishnu is become Shaligram and is there on one place. Then every word is going to destroy it. So Lakshmi Ma came to Tulsi, say that give some. And same time is Parvati is going to in Agni Pariksha. So on that time, Shivji is going to become mad. So on that time, all universe is going to destroy. It's, no story for Brahma ji. I think I don't never listen. But for Shivji, I also listen, and for Vishnu ji also listen about the story. So
you see my screen here?
They're the competitors or they're the same? Means
they're not the competitors. So you see my screen here?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Srimad Bhagavatam.
No, Prabhuji, you're not sharing your screen.
Not sharing? Okay. 1 second. So if you see here, this is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, verse 5, Shloka 5.
Okay.
Okay. So there, you see here, therefore, all three, namely Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, are incarnations of the Garbhodakshai Vishnu.
Okay.
And who is Garbhodakshai Vishnu? Is
Krishna.
Is that Mahavishnu lying in the ocean of the Kajal ocean? who is none other than Krishna himself. That was his expansion. See, the Purusha, if you look at the beginning of the purport, the Purusha, after creating innumerable universes in the Mahatattva, entered in each of them as the second Purusha, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So Mahavishnu lying down in the causal ocean and he is breathing. When he is exhaling, billions of universes are created. And when he is inhaling, the universes are annihilated. And from him come Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. So this is the Praman. So Shiva did not create Brahma or Vishnu. So in the serial, they can do anything for fun. Yeah, in the serial, they can show Richa created Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Praman.
Okay. I will read first.
I'll send you this link also if you need.
Yeah, sure.
So this chapter, full Canto 1, third chapter, is full of all these incarnations, different incarnations of Krishna. Primarily the 26 incarnations of Krishna, like Varaha, Matsya Kurma, Vamana, Narasimha, Rama, Parashurama, Kalki, all these avatars. In the end, it says all these incarnations, including Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, everything come from Krishna. Krishna is the source of all these incarnations. And that's the title of the chapter actually. Chapter 3.
Is there also an explanation?
Krishna is the source of all incarnation. That is the chapter title.
Is there also an explanation that Brahmaji is a position and it changes from yoga to yoga?
Yeah.
Okay. But Shiva is not a position. Shiva is like Sada Shiva.
He's eternal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's almost supreme.
Yeah.
He's almost like Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missing few qualities maybe.
Yeah.
And so is there an explanation like why is it so when all three, like Vishnu, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they were all three were created, I think maybe at the same time or maybe at a different time. But why is it that like Shiva is given the eternal potency and Brahma is more like a position?
That is similar to asking how Krishna got. Instead of Krishna, this time we are turning the topic to Shiva.
Why you?
Why you, Shiva? Why not Swari? Yeah.
Maybe there were answers of these in the Vedas that we have lost. I mean, like I said, I will not be surprised if there were.
No, there is no information in the Vedas.
No, the ones that we have lost is what I'm saying.
Once we have lost?
Yeah, maybe there was something.
Maybe, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe there was not. The possibilities of both, being both is there.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we can ask this one when we go back. But not like why Krishna you, but like why Krishna,
why Shiva?
We're not in Shiva Lok.
Yeah.
Give me one wish that you will not send me back to for asking something silly.
Yeah.
Once we go back, you won't come back again, right?
We don't.
Even if you ask questions or
No, you won't even ask questions. Yeah. You will talk with Krishna. Like, Krishna, how are you doing today? And what did you eat? What do you want to eat? What can I serve you? All those things.
I think we are like the souls are so satisfied over there that they don't need to ask.
Yeah.
Like you said, the energy and the opulence is such that you just want to be like, I'm back home.
Yeah.
Like
so you will not ask any questions because you will remember the biting of 14,000 scorpions. You will never want to come back.
The only reason when we can come back is like Srila Prabhupada said that we can come back only if we have to like
perform some service,
some spiritual
service here.
And then it is also kind of a guarantee that you can still go back.
Yeah.
Because you're given such an environment that you do nothing but advance in spirituality.
Yeah, and to deliver others.
Correct.
Yeah.
Liberate.
Yeah.
Okay, no. This question, to be very honest, has like been on my mind or kind of have troubled me for a very long time. Like, what is the reason?
Like why Krishna is Krishna?
No, the other one, like if Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh created the same thing.
Yeah.
And Vishnu is also eternal.
Yeah.
It is not a position because it's a direct energy.
Yeah.
Or representation.
Yeah.
And all the Brahma and Shiva is also the energies of Krishna.
Yeah.
However, only poor Brahma is the position.
Poor Brahma.
Compassion.
Like other planets, they're not getting Krishna.
Yeah.
So, and today Krishna was missing Mataji, so Mataji is here. He'll probably go to the temple like, hello.
Hello.
I'm here, don't miss me, I'm back.
Yeah, he missed for 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has.
So Brahma is a living entity like us.
Correct.
He's in the mortal planet. He's in the Martya Loka, mortal planet. But he is the highest human being, highest living entity in the material world, in the Satya Loka. So Krishna created him to perform the secondary creation. So Krishna created Mahatattva, the matter and the different ingredients. And then he created Brahma to render this service of creating living entities in the material world. So that's why he is the secondary creator. Krishna is the first creator, primary creator. Brahma is the secondary creator. Yeah.
And after performing their respective duties, all of the positions which are like planetary positions, Brahma and Surya, Rahu, Ketu, Mangal, Shani,
yeah,
they all go back to the spiritual, right? Or can they also fall?
No, they are also like positions of Brahma. Surya Dev is a position.
It's a position.
Like Brahma, Surya Dev is a position.
Once the job is completed.
Yeah.
It is said that once Kali ends, and then the Satyuga will start again, and the Brahma will change.
Yes.
It is written like the new name and everything, the details of the other Brahma is given.
Yeah.
So the current Brahma which is performing these duties, once the duties are finished, they go back to the spiritual world or they stay where they are.
It depends.
Or they can be fallen to.
They can fall.
Correct.
Because it is more likely to perform mistakes when you have a higher position. So Brahma's position is being so high, so it is more likely to have some kind of pride and arrogance and make mistakes.
Prime example, the
Brahma Vimohan Leela and Indra, you know. So it is possible that the Brahma can fall from his position to lower species.
Okay.
Yeah. We were all Brahmas. The very first life, when we fell from spiritual world, the very first life we all got was Brahma. Yeah, we were all Brahmas. We all had 4 heads. We were all Brahmas. Yeah. That was our first life.
Dangerous job profile.
And we fell from that position, right? So even the current Brahma, he can fall, or if he renders devotional service nicely, he can go to spiritual world. Yeah. That's why all the demigods who are in the heavenly planets, they pray that they should take birth in the earthly planet so that they can progress much faster and go back to spiritual world. Because in the heavenly planets, it's all enjoyment, right? It's all enjoyment, and their lifespan is much longer. They almost feel like it's an eternity. You know, they are living in eternity. That's why they pray to come to earthly planet so that they can advance much faster and go to spiritual world. Because the suffering in material world is so much that it makes you think of Krishna all the time. Yeah.
But also Shiva is like the highest Vaishnava also.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he has partiality versus Brahma. you know.
That's why Krishna made Shiva
Eternal.
Eternal.
Because he's the, you know, the inspiration for all of us to become that highest, you know, Bhakta.
Yeah. So I don't know in which context they said, you know, Vaishnavanam Yata Shambho. Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava. I don't exactly know in which context that is mentioned.
There are songs about the same.
Okay. Saying Shiva is the greatest Vaishnava.
He also says like Parama Vaishnava.
Param Vaishnava, yeah. And he is Adi Vaishnava, first Vaishnava actually, first Vaishnava. So I don't know if these references are pointing to something that happened after the creation, after Krishna created Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So that's why I don't know in what context these were mentioned. Most likely they are mentioned after the creation happened. After the creation happened to set an example for others. So it is most likely after that. So not regarding the position, how Shiva got the position
of eternal.
Of eternality. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm treading on dangerous waters. Krishna is working like this guy is very curious.
we thought one question is itself is dangerous to ask.
Yeah.
Now you are coming up with second question.
You're not learning. 5 more life and birth for you.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Just like Gaurang Prabhu said that this is not me saying it, Ma Kunti said it, so I'm also saying that not me.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's about from this shloka 2.10.
So I have one thing, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Just like Mataji said, right? The story about like Lingodhavam and I mean, I think it was Brahma and Vishnu were fighting about who is superior to whom, and then I think the Atmalingam or like the main linga was born. Then I mean, linga Shivji actually expanded himself so much that he asked Vishnu or like Brahma, whoever finds my start or end of this linga will be the most superior person. But as they said, that there is no I mean, we cannot find the end and like or the start of like lingam. Yeah, so that's when but they wanted to still prove themselves about like I am superior to the other. So Brahma, I think what he did was he asked Kamadhenu or like cow, like the most superior cow, to lie for him. Yeah, lie for him or something. But she said, I cannot lie to him, lie to Shiva when he asked this question. I respect him, and Nandishwara is like, I mean, he's also the like lord of cows and everything, right? So she said she cannot lie, but what she said is, I'll lie with my head, but my tail will not lie to him. So that's why for cows, what people say is, it is first you have to pray to the back of the cow before praying to the front of it, because the front might lie but the back doesn't. So and finally but Shiva knows that nobody can find the start and end of it, but Brahma lied to him, so that's why he was made ulterior or like inferior to Vishnu, who was like more superior person or something like that. I mean, I heard this story too, but yeah, I'm not sure like what kind of, where it comes from, or yeah.
It is definitely from Shiva Purana. And these are different stories to perform, to narrate different pastimes. But ultimately, we saw that reference from Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So Vishnu and Shiva, they come from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, the expansion of Krishna himself.
Okay. Prabhuji, if we start now, will we? I mean, until when will the temple be open? Like
9.
Okay.
Yeah. 8:30, 8:40, like that. Sunday, right? 8:30, 8:40.
Okay.
But today there is a kirtan. If you want to, the curtains, darshan will be closed.
Okay.
Kirtan until 10 o'clock, 10:30. There will be kirtan, or maybe until 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So I mean, we are just starting now, so it might take us to reach 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think you will be fine. You will be able to make it for darshan.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're coming for the
Not for the laddu, Prabhuji. But
yes.
yeah, definitely I'll that's the bonus icing on the cake. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's 7:15.
So I have one last question. So you mentioned it is only one time that the people will fall back to this material world.
Is only what?
Okay, so you are mentioning, like, once we go back, there is no point of coming back again, right?
Yeah. When we go back to spiritual world, we'll not fall into the material world again.
So it means the individuals will fall into material world only one time?
Yes. Because after we fall down here, and not all living entities fall into the material world. Only some souls who had questions like us. Why Krishna? Why Krishna is supreme? Why Shiva is almost supreme? Only people like us who had this question, only they fall into the material world. And that is only 1/3 of the population in the spiritual world, or 1/4 of the spiritual world population. Rest are all good souls. They're all serving Krishna, playing happily with Krishna, and enjoying with Krishna, laughing with Krishna, laughing at us. Yeah. Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada says this is like a prison house for us.
This is like a prison house. Correction house.
If I'm not wrong, in the sacred texts, it is also known as Mrityulok.
Martyalok.
Like the world of death.
Yeah. Mortal planet. Yeah. The Kale Mashashwata. And Venugopal. So let's say after a soul falls into the material world and goes through these 8.4 million species of life and millions of lifetimes of suffering, and finally after purification, after achieving perfection in the devotional service, goes back to spiritual world, then they will not fall down into the material world, because they remember the suffering that they have gone through in the material world, and they will never fall down again. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
So it's like somebody who has invested in stock market and lost everything. So what they will do? They will try to get the money in the same place. If they lost 100,000, they think, okay, if I do more intelligently, I can try to get the 100,000 back, or maybe more. Maybe more. Then they continue doing that for another 1 or 2 years, and then they will lose another 100,000, and then they will think, oh no, I have learned so many lessons by losing 200,000, and I have become an expert. Now if I do this for another 1 year, I will not only get 200,000 back, but I can make 200,000 more. So then they will continue the journey for another couple of years, and eventually they will realize that they have lost 1 million, and then that's when they realize, oh no, I have not become an expert, but I have become a fool number 1. And then they will stop investing in stocks. Even if you give 1 million free of money, they will never invest in stocks. They will rather keep that money aside. Share certificate. CD. Swarit has been marketing for CDs these days. So after having that bitter experience of that loss in stock market, one will never invest in stocks again. So just like that, after having a miserable experience in material world, they will never want to come back here.
Prabhuji, maybe they'll remember about the scorpions also.
Yeah.
The pain, they're like, oh, I had all these lifetimes of scorpions biting me, and why should
biting in every lifetime.
Every lifetime.
So many deaths, right? So many millions of lifetimes. Every death, the 14,000 scorpions coming and biting. So,
also another saying to believe. You know the devotee at time of death.
You know a devotee at the time of death?
You know the devotee's quality, the saint's quality at the time of death. Because normal people will be hankering about testing something with money or some at the time of death, like, hey, I took money and I made that investment. Some of them, they will only think about God.
Yeah.
Straight up God. At the time of the death, they made a video.
Yeah, he was still narrating Bhagavatam. Yeah.
That is extraordinary.
Yeah. Yeah, the test of a devotee is at the time of death. Yeah. Life is a preparation. Death is an examination. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think it's almost 7:30, 7:20. We can conclude the call here. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna. We see you all.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare
Krishna, Prabhuji.